Now it's time for Believe in the ACC with our starting lineup. From Florida State, number 17, Charlie Ward. From Morehead State University, number 50, Lloyd Span. And from Murray State University, number 2, Kendrick Haskett. Get ready for the best sports show about the ACC in all the land. Believe in the ACC starts now. The fact that you can sing that and I'll be on beat, but we're in two different states is mind blowing.
Oh, the world of technology.
World of technology. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. That is Kendrick Haskins. I'm Lloyd Spence. We are high on coffee and love. The love of sports, the love of Believe, the love of what we do.
And we I'm not high on this damn snow, because it's snowing again here today.
You know what? You're catching it. You're catching it right now. You're catching it right now.
It is snowing again.
It's cold here. We got the 20s. We're in the 20s, but it's no snow. The snow is not gone.
It's snowing again.
At this point, I have to ask, what did y'all do wrong? Like, who have you? How have you angered God so?
Because we had a stretch where it hardly ever snowed here, so I think we're making up for lost time.
Oh, y'all, listen. Time has been lost, but now we're about even. We're about even. No school, right?
They didn't yesterday. I think they did have school today.
Oh, they did have school today. So despite the snow, go to school and we'll figure it out.
I mean, if we're being honest, there was no reason to cancel school yesterday, but whatever.
We
had our thunder snow, but it wasn't that big of an accumulation, and it was just snow.
That thunder snow thing is still blowing my mind. Like, I don't even get that. That's like, how does that even happen? Where are we at in global warming where thunder snow is now a thing?
I love how it was like in the 20s down in South Florida, and people still don't believe in climate change. Right.
We live in strange. Well, listen. Apparently, a lot of things people see with their eyes they don't believe. So we'll go on from that statement. I know. You can sit there and let me speak. But we're going to jump into a great show today. Have some fun. That's really what we want to do at this point. Just have some fun. I don't know. Did I hit something here? There you go. That sounds better. I don't know. It seemed like my mic did something weird there. Am I good on your end?
Yeah, it did do something weird. Now it kind of sounds kind of weird.
I don't know what's happening.
Now it's okay.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe just maybe it's
there you
just
go.
tired.
That's good. There you go.
Maybe it's just tired. You know, sometimes technology gets tired.
It's just waking up too. Yeah, technology is waking up too.
My technology's over here yawning. All right. We got a lot that we want to discuss. And we're going to start with, this is Believe in the ACC, by the way. But this is going to be a wide show, a wide spectrum show.
There might be a lot of press and pros in it today.
I mean, there's some press and pros updates. There's some Super Bowl updates. This is a little bit of everything. Pretty much this is a hodgepodge of all the shows we do this week. But we'll start with the men's basketball, give you some rankings. Big win by Louisville, much needed win by Louisville this week. And North Carolina got a big win headed into their big game with Duke this weekend, right? Duke and North Carolina go. That's Saturday.
I'm gonna give a big shout out. I know you are. Yes, all you gotta do is turn on ESPN. Right. Big shout out. I know we do our shout outs at the end of the show. A big shout out to Louisville big man Case and Pryor. Hadn't played in the last few games. he's been dealing with that ACL. He came back last night, scored 10 points in 15 minutes, 5
Showed
of
up
7
big.
shooting, I believe it was, and looked energized. Yeah,
He
big in
he
the second half. He's energized. He had a big smile on his face at one point. It was good to see.
he looked the part. It looked different. It felt different. It felt like, they might have found it. That's the 5. That's the 5, and everything else
The,
is.
the
Go ahead.
one
Go ahead.
that I think the player I think who can make the biggest difference on this team, though, because he's been playing really well, is Kanai Roots.
Right.
I think he's finally found. I think he's finally found his confidence. He's found his footing within the team. He's has back-to-back doubles. I think he had 12 and 12 or 12 and 10 last night, and had a double against SMU as well. He's really, since he came back from, he had an illness and he missed a couple of games, but since he's come back from that illness, he's been playing really well. And I think he gives them an option better than playing Javon Hadley at the 4. I think you can put Kanai at the 4, and Javon can go back to his natural position.
Well, I was going to say that what I took away more than anything is that when everybody's in their proper places, they function like it moves and functions like it's supposed to. And
they played well. One last night with the backcourt not doing anything because Brown and Conwell were not good last night.
No, they were just okay. They was just, just more slightly at average, right? But didn't matter. Everybody, well, and you wonder, is he completely healthy? I don't know. Only Michael knows that.
The thing about Michael I've noticed is, like, if he doesn't get it going early, he kind of tries too hard.
Yeah,
and kind of
streaky. Yeah.
Yeah, if he's going early, he's fine. Or if he finds it, he's okay. But like if he's not finding it, if he's not finding his game, he kind of pushes it a little bit.
Yeah.
But they were able to work around it last night. Of course, it was Notre Dame.
So very interesting game last night with the University of Louisville beating Notre Dame. I definitely needed that win to continue to put pressure on the ACC, but also just to stay at pace. And Clemson got a win against Stanford. California beat Georgia Tech. So that was good last night. But everybody, if we're being honest, is looking to tonight, because tonight is going to be massive. The women of University of Louisville who have shocked probably everybody. Like, I don't think anybody saw this women's team being where they are currently right now. They are taking on the Duke Blue Devils, who people thought Duke would be good this year. I don't know if they thought they'd be undefeated in the conference at this at this stage of the year. So this is a big game.
It's a huge game. I'm saying Duke's coming in, they've won 13 straight. Louisville's coming in, they've won 14 straight.
Yeah.
One of the things impressive about Louisville's win streak is a lot of those games are on the road. They've won 14 straight. They won at Cal. They did the West Coast sweep at Cal, at Stanford. They won at NC State. They won at Notre Dame. They won at Miami, and at North Carolina. And they beat Tennessee at home in there. And really, the streak would be even bigger. They lost by 2 points at home against South Carolina, and they had a 3 to win it. And so this streak could be, there's 14, so that'll be 15, 16, 17. And they could be an 18-game win streak. And so, after they lost the way they lost to open the season, but who's not going to lose like that to UConn to open the season?
Not the same team, though. Yeah, not the same team. They lost
that game by 13, and then they lost to Kentucky. And so he was like, okay, this is going to be probably an average season. And then they just took off from there.
Right.
And they've looked like they could beat anybody in the country.
They look the part. And it's exciting because this is really what you want. You want your team to be trending in the right direction at the right time and moving forward towards, as we march toward the ACC tournament, as we march toward the NCAA tournament. You want everybody to be settling into their roles, and everybody is doing just that. And it's especially interesting with Louisville because they don't have the legitimate superstar player outside of maybe Taj. If you want to say Taj, I'd give you that. But everybody else is pretty much a glorified role player, but yet they are starring in their roles. And
yes.
you don't know where the punch is coming from.
Yeah,
that's the crazy part about it.
This is a different Jeff Walls team than we're used to seeing because, like you said, because you're used to Jeff Walls' team having that standout star,
right?
And like I said, Taj is kind of that, but Taj is only a sophomore, and so she's still kind of finding her footing in college basketball. But you have a Laura Ziegler who's been a huge acquisition in the transfer portal. She has been amazing for this team. And then you got Amari Berry, who also came over in the transfer portal. She's a sophomore. She's been kind of the heart and soul of this team. And then you go on down the list. Raina Scott has been a huge addition to this team. And so, and then McKinley Randolph, Zach Randolph's daughter, she's starting to play better. Alif Istanbululu, this has been a coming out season for her. She has been amazing this season. This has been her biggest season so far to date. I'm looking at her numbers right now. Her minutes per game have almost doubled. She went from averaging 3 points a game last year to averaging 9.7. She's gone up. She's averaging 5 rebounds a game this year. She only averaged 2 last season. And she's shooting 29.6% from 3, which is not great. But last year she shot 12.5. So,
right. So, which makes it great. Right.
Yeah, and even her free throw percentage went up from 52 last year to 71 this year. So she is definitely having a coming out season. And the thing that's scariest about this team, other than Ziegler, this team is mostly freshmen and sophomores.
Yeah, they're young. They're gonna. So really you could legitimately say that this team is ahead of schedule. Like it really is. It's probably not supposed to be this good right now, but it is. And so if they continue on this path, whatever they achieve this year, and they could very well achieve, strange things happen all the time. They could very well achieve a national championship run this year, but also it definitely sets them up next year to make a legitimate, they are no longer the hunter. They will definitely be the hunted going into next year. But
they're used to that role.
Right.
And they're used to that role.
Yeah, that puts him Jeff back to where he's probably a lot more comfortable. But I'll say this though. Interestingly, Duke is kind of in the same place.
And I want to make a correction real quick. So I said Amari Berry was a transfer portal. She's not. She's been at U of L.
She's been at U of L. Okay. Ironically, Duke is in a similar place because their 5 are playing about as well as any 5 in the country. They're led by Toby Fournier, and I would say Tana Mayer, especially on the defensive end. Tana is really, really solid in assists and steals. Toby is solid in blocks and points. She leads the team in points with 17 points. She might lead the whole conference if I'm not mistaken, but they're a solid 5. And so tonight will be really kind of a battle of wills. Now, ironically, both teams you could argue that both teams turned their seasons around at the place of losses. Like Duke took that L against LSU back in December, and they haven't looked back since. Like, and that was actually a better game than the final score indicated. That 93-77 loss they were a little more competitive than that. But once they lost that, but that also came at a weird stretch because they played South Carolina
UCLA.
On November 20th, UCLA on the 27th, which was a back-to-back game, and then turned around a few days later and played LSU. That's a very tough stretch of games right there. But
you gotta give Duke a lot of credit for the way they turned their season around because they were not good at the beginning of the season. They had that 4-game losing streak. Of course, it was against great competition, South Carolina, UCLA, and LSU. They also had a loss at South Florida in there too. Right. And then they lost to West Virginia and they lost to Baylor. So they've lost a good competition for the most part. The South Florida is the only real head scratcher.
Yeah.
And they got beat by 30 by UCLA. But they, after that, like you said, after that LSU game, like they turned the page, and not only are they winning, have they won every game, they're winning by blowouts. I mean, the Cal game was close, the Stanford game was close,
right,
and Virginia. But the rest of these games, I mean, they beat beat Georgia Tech 93-46. They're coming in this game after beating Wake Forest 80-44. So this team, they're putting up points and they're playing great defense as well.
So tonight, if you're looking for an entry point to a great weekend, this is the entry point. This is going to be a really, really solid game. And by the way, Toby Fournier, sophomore, young. Very young.
Yeah, both of these teams are young.
Yeah, so they're going to be. This might be the two teams for the next couple of years that are just kind of battling it out in the ACC. But I'm excited about this game because I think we're going to see just some premier basketball, and we'll get a good gauge as to where these teams are as we turn the corner headed toward March. So this is a good one. This is a solid game. I think there's another game. A women's game tonight. LSU, I think, is playing somebody.
Yes, an SEC games. LSU.
Yes, an SEC. Yeah, I forget who the game is. But yeah,
but Jeff put he had a good analysis of this game. Jeff Walls, he was talking about both teams. He's like, these teams are very similar, Louisville and Duke. He said mainly because you have to guard everybody. There's nobody.
You don't know.
No, because anybody at any point can go off. I think Louisville has a little bit more depth when it comes to that. But anybody can go. It's going to be a fun game. The funny thing about Jeff Walls, because as crazy as he is, he can be humbling sometimes. He was saying he hopes a big crowd shows up to the game. I'm like, Jeff, you know.
I think it's safe to say. I think it's safe to say the place is going to be rocking tonight for sure in the center. So that's a 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central game. Yes. So
on ESPN.
On ESPN, they got the show. They got the show. So that'll be a lot of fun. Okay, because the Super Bowl is this weekend, we do want to give some love to like the ACC as it relates to the Super Bowl. ACC all up and through the Super Bowl. Starting with the quarterback of the New England Patriots, who is a proud North Carolina graduate, one Drake May. Let me ask you a question, Super Bowl related, as it relates to Drake May. I've always thought Drake May was a pretty solid quarterback. I don't know if I thought he would progress this fast.
I didn't. I'm not going to front. I didn't. I thought he would be fine.
Right. I thought he'd be fine in the league and eventually would get to a good place. But second year and you're in the Super Bowl is great, or I guess technically third year, but you're in the Super Bowl. But that's crazy work to me. But he's there. Listen, he in there.
He's there and he's balling and it's probably going to come in second in the MVP voting.
I would think that's tonight too, by the way, isn't it? That
tonight is the awards night.
Yeah. So that's interesting to see. He and his teammate, by the way. North Carolina State graduate Garrett Bradbury, they will be there together competing for a Super Bowl this weekend. And then, of course, we want to throw a little love to some of the others, Drake Thomas at the Seahawks and Cam Akers. Shout out to Cam Akers, who's going to be
in the league.
Still in the league, right, after all these years from Florida State. Mac Hollins, who will need to play very well, by the way. I
love watching him just watch. I would love a TV would explode, but if him and Jameis Winston can be on the same team,
I would love for Mac Hollins to get some shoes.
Well, now he's out there in California, so he'll be fine.
But. Like, fam, you gonna catch, as my great grandmother would say, fam, you gonna catch your death of cold. Which I don't even know what that means to this day, but hey, man, that's what black folks say.
You don't question old black people.
Boy, you gonna catch your death of cold. Not even sure what that is.
But even during the games, like in the huddle, and he's bouncing around, that dude is just full of energy. He's
full of something. He's full of something. I don't know what it is, but he's full of something. He keeps passing it.
He's full of life and he's full of joy.
Well, listen, he's got to be because he keeps passing drug tests. So I'm just saying,
some people are just crazy, and that energy comes from being crazy. And I think
he definitely has a lot of that. He definitely has a lot of that.
He walks around barefoot
all the time. It's crazy in New England. Right.
And in Buffalo before that.
Right. Like, damn, what are you? Make it make sense. Okay. So Matt Collins will be there. Harold Landry from Boston College. Corey Durden. Austin Hooper. Morgan Moses. Jalen Hawkins is at the pay. A lot of Patriots on in this thing. Craig Woodson. Elijah Arroyo. The great tight end. Chad Surratt. Amory Gaynor. Leonard Taylor. Charles Wood. Andy Borregales, and of course Joshua Farmer from the Seminoles.
Shout out to my boy Harry Douglas on Get Up right now.
Yeah, Harry's killing it. Harry's doing his thing right now. Well, you know what? I think I may have talked up a Seminole. We'll see if the connection works.
What? It brings great joy to my face when I look over and it says there's 3 people in the studio.
Right. One of is trying to get his connection together here, so we'll see what happens here in just a minute.
I told you, Harry kind of saved me the other down in Miami.
You did. You let me know that Harry came through in the clutch. Yeah. And we appreciate Harry for not leaving our guy out there. Floundering in Miami. It's too hot for that. Well, it wasn't hot this week. That week
it wasn't hot at all when we were there.
It wasn't hot that weekend. It was crazy. It's kind of ridiculous. So that's going to be fun this weekend to see the ACC compete in such a tremendous way.
It's been funny how little hype is around this Super Bowl when you see. I mean, it's a rematch of one of the classic Super Bowl endings ever.
I think over the next 2 days, the hype machine is going to kick into overdrive.
All the hype is all over the superfluous stuff that doesn't matter.
Well, and then here's the other part. And this is definitely on brand. Depending on what channel or what network the Super Bowl is, usually will dictate the kind of hype you're going to see. So you have to walk kind of a unique line when the Super Bowl is not on your network. Like you got to support the Super Bowl because you're part of the branding team of the NFL. But you can't be like, oh, go over to NBC. No, we ain't doing that.
ESPN's classic with that. All you gotta do is look how they cover certain stuff. Since
right. You
know, once they got the hockey contract back, all of a sudden hockey was back all over ESPN.
Hockey's everywhere.
When they didn't have that contract, it was on it. Oddly on NBC, and NBC hardly ever showed any games.
Right.
You didn't hear about hockey on ESPN.
Yeah, and this is the same way. Like you barely hearing anything about.
They talking about it. They talk about it.
But they'll go down tomorrow, and it'll be a full blown.
Well, they're already there. Like
I'm talking about everybody will be there. Probably Get Up and the whole setup.
First Take is already.
First Take is already there.
Yeah. They've been, but not even just that. It's just like talking to people. I see people on social media. I'm not watching the Super Bowl, and these teams are boring, and blah 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 blah. I'm like, what do you want? What teams? I mean, Seattle and New England. I mean,
well, it's good. I mean, that's about as good a matchup as you can get. I mean, if you're being honest, like I'm not sure.
Because people were saying they're tired of Mahomes. Well, Mahomes is not there.
You got your wish, right? Hey, listen, you won't see Mahomes for 2 years, so enjoy it. Like this is,
people are weird.
They are weird. You know what? I was gonna go over to Press and Pros right now, a Press and Pros update, if you will. But let's stay in the Super Bowl because I got something for you. This is right in your wheelhouse.
Okay.
We're gonna do some Super Bowl predictions, but not in the way that you might think. Let's do it from the perspective of both prediction.
Which reminds me, who won our college football predictions? I forgot. I mean, I'm not messing with you. I truly don't remember.
I mean, I didn't bring it up, but yes, I've gone back to back. But you've gone back to back. We've all gone back to back. It's been good for everyone. So it's fine. I just didn't bring it up. But yes, I did win. Come on.
I've got my questions. I've got
you
my
can have
questions.
all the questions you want, my friend. It doesn't change
friendship.
the facts.
20 years of friendship. You have never been subtle about winning anything.
Listen. That's not true. I went back to back in fantasy, and I didn't say much about it.
Funny.
By the way, I'm so mad at myself in the fantasy because I should have gone 3P and leaving, and I left. I you know what's funny about fantasy? Not to go off on a tangent. You can be your own worst enemy in fantasy because you can easily overthink it. You've done the work. I did the work. Lamar wasn't playing well. I went and got Matthew Stafford. I did the work and didn't put him in the game. And he went off in the game that I lost. Went off. It's crazy. But anyway. But I want to do predictions. And I want to do something that's in your wheelhouse. Do it from a perspective of not just predicting, but prop betting. So I want to help you make a little money while you're in the cold.
I love the prop bet.
I figured you did. So let's see what's out there. There's some good ones out there. Let's start with this one. Stephon Diggs. Will he propose?
I don't think you can find that one on a gambling site.
On the contrary, Mo Frere, it is a prop bet. And I think the over-under is like 1,200 or something like that.
On what site?
I forget the name. I think it was FanDuel.
On what site?
I want to say it was.
I know it ain't DraftKings.
No, it wasn't DraftKings.
I think it ain't DraftKings.
It may have been an off-brand site. I don't know what the site was. It was a weird site, but it was.
I don't think it was FanDuel.
But it was listed in but it was listed in the New York Times. I got it. The bet from the New York Times. Like, wow, really? That's a bet. So, but everything's a bet during the Super Bowl. That's how it works. So, and I think they took it from the question that he was asked on Media Day, where he said, "Before I give her the ring, I've got to get this ring." So. Was that a hint? Was he hinting at something? Was he saying, if I get my ring, she'll get her ring? Like, what do you think, Kendrick? Is he going to get out on one knee while the confetti is falling?
Well, if he is, he's going to be falling while the Seattle Seahawks colors are falling. And Seattle going to win the Super Bowl.
We're not at their prediction yet. We ain't that prediction yet. We teasers, man, teasers.
Well, just killed 2 birds with 1 stone. No.
Well, that's when he said it, I was like, I don't know if I'm playing this like that. You're not like a lock into that one. So
probably why he said it. Probably why he said it because he knew.
Yeah. Over under on Cardi B on the screen. Will she get Taylor Swift level treatment for this Super Bowl? And by the way,
no.
By the way,
I mean, they'll show her, but she's not gonna get Taylor Swift.
Well, here's the other thing though. She could, because there is a stronger than small possibility that she would not only be in the stands watching her man play in the Super Bowl, but she could be on the field performing with Bad Bunny. They have a massive hit that I can't believe is not going to be performed. Like, surely, but Bad Bunny's going to do I Like It, right? Because that involves him, Cardi, and J Balvin. So that's 3 of the biggest names in music. I can't believe that song's not going to be performed.
But well, that's different though, because her performing and then her just being in the stands cheering for a man like Taylor Swift is 2 different.
But that I don't know if that affects the bet. Like if the bet says over under Cardi B on screen appearances, that counts.
It depends on how they word the bet. If they bet over,
there's a bet over 2 or under 2 is where the bet lies. Over 2 or under 2 is where they're placing the number. I gotta believe it's going to be well over 2. Yeah. Over 2 or under 2.
I think only over 2 if they perform that song. If they don't perform that song, because they didn't show her that much in the AFC Championship.
They didn't.
I don't even remember seeing it until the end of the game.
I think it depends on what kind of game it is. Also, like if it's a blowout, then
and what he's doing,
not going to be right.
And it depends on what he's doing, because like
if he catches a touchdown,
he's not exactly putting up numbers this year.
Right. So 2 might be safe, but if they're saying appearance is also performance, then I'd take the over on that. I'd definitely take the over on that. All right. Other. This was a weird one, which I still don't know, even if I understand what this is. But over under that Kendall Jenner and Devin Booker will confirm their relationship. I don't understand what that is. Like,
because supposedly they're hinting that they're back together.
So if they're just there, like they're just there hanging out or whatever.
But I can't see Devin Booker going to the Super Bowl.
Why would he go to the Super Bowl?
Right. I mean, unless Phoenix is playing at the Warriors,
that's probably past the court.
Unless the Suns are at the Warriors in the within that time frame, I can't see him. I mean, I guess because the NBA does take off for the Super Bowl, but I'm gonna go with no on that.
All right.
Actually, you know what though, because they have been. All of this started because they was kind of sniping at each other on a social media platform about the Super Bowl.
Well, I don't know. It's weird. That's a weird bet. I was like, who would bet that? Like, I would never bet that. That's crazy. That's just throwing money away. That means if I'm betting
you're more into the pop culture stuff than I am, so you'd have a better gauge on it than me.
No, I have no gauge. And also if I'm betting that, I have a problem. I need to get
if you betting any of this, you have a problem.
I definitely need to call the number at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Things have gotten way out of control at that point.
Cardi B, you got a problem.
All right. The guests, they're saying the Cardi B's coming in at 250 at 250. J Balvin is at 160. J Lo is at 125. Ricky Martin is 125. That seems like a lot of people.
But the Super Bowl, they do that though. I mean, look how many people came out for Dre.
That's true. Dre. Well, and then the other side of it is
even with Kendrick, with Serena and Samuel L. Jackson and SZA, but SZA that
was a given. Yeah, that was a given. The other part of this is this: how much English speaking stuff will be mixed in, because that will dictate the amount of guests as well. Because you can with J Balvin and Cardi. I think that's a given.
I think J Balvin's a definite given.
I think that's a lock. I think that song and those two people are a lock. Why would you not use Cardi B? She's gonna be there anyway. You might as well use her. Like, that just seems crazy not to use her. So Daddy Yankee seems like a stretch, though that I think that's one of his biggest songs. Dua Lipa seems like a stretch.
Dua Lipa's a stretch.
Mark Anthony.
At this point, they're just naming Latinos.
Right.
Ricky Ricardo, he's gonna come back. Lucy,
I'm old. Shakira made the list.
Well, I don't know, because she brought him out for her Super Bowl performance.
Right. So paying her back could be interesting. Somebody put Drake at 1,200.
Drake ain't coming to Super
Bowl. I don't believe Drake is coming. And why? Why would you do that now? Like, it would look to me as it would be a horrible look for Drake to show up at the Super Bowl. But it would also be on brand. It would also be on brand. It definitely would be on brand. Okay, let's get more back in your wheelhouse. First to score. Who's going to be the first to score?
First to score. These are always hard. I never bet the first touchdown. I'll do the anytime.
First score is hard. First score is always hard.
Yeah, because it could always be like some random thing, like a lineman falls on the ball in the
end. Or weird or something crazy.
Yeah.
A definite breakdown on the special team, something stupid like that. Yeah.
I'll go. I mean, because I'm big on Seattle in this game, but I'll say New England scores a field goal.
I was thinking field goal. I was thinking somebody's going to get a field goal first. I don't think a touchdown's going to open it first.
Field goal is always the safest bet.
Yeah. Fun prop bet. Will there be an anthem flub of the lyrics.
Who's singing the anthem? Do we know?
Charlie Puth.
I say no. You rarely see a flub of the lyrics in the Super Bowl.
Most people are pretty prepared for that anthem. They know it's the biggest Super Bowl. I mean,
nerves can get you, but
it can. But I mean, it's the biggest anthem moment in their lives, so you're probably going to be prepared. Most guys are prepared. Winning margin. 1-6, 7-12, 13-18, 19+. Safe bet is probably 7-12.
Yeah, safe bet 7-12.
Yeah. Safe bet's probably 7-12. To Pastor Court's point, he said a tie, so that means it would go to overtime. You think it's going to overtime?
I do not.
Okay. High scoring quarter.
Second and third are usually your best bet. But the NFL's been crazy this year. The fourth quarter seems like it's been the highest scoring quarter this year.
I fully think this is going to be a fourth quarter game.
Yeah, let's go fourth quarter.
Yeah, I fully think this is the fourth quarter game. I think it's tight for I think it's going to be a low scoring first half, which is going to piss most people off. I'll be happy because I like good games, but I like close games. But I think it's going to be it's going to come down to the second half of intensity. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to that part. Okay, let's get a couple of other ones in here. Gatorade shower color. Orange, blue, yellow, and clear.
Let's go blue.
Blue seems safe.
Yeah, blue
seems very safe. Or orange. I may, if I was betting, I'd probably double down on orange and blue and just see what happens.
Maybe fade it with clear.
Yeah. Okay. Who wins?
I already said Seattle. I think Seattle's going to win. I think Seattle's by far the better team.
And score? What's the score?
I'll give you 30-20.
30-20. Okay, that's interesting.
Even though I don't know if I see Seattle giving up 20 points, but
I struggle with that. I have said all week that I just think this is a lot to ask a second-year starting quarterback to do, especially against a defense like that. I don't really know if the viewing public has a full understanding of just how good Seattle's defense. This is as close to the Legion of Boom as you can get. Mm-hmm. They are that good. There will be no running of the ball. That's God bless you, Ramon J. Stevenson. You've had a phenomenal year. God bless you, Devian Henderson. You've had a great year, but enjoy your time in catching screens because it's not they're gonna have to manufacture some kind of run game through throwing screens. I don't know how you're gonna run the ball on DeMarcus.
That's why I'm so high on. Yeah, that's why I'm so high on Seattle in this game because Seattle's flown under the radar all year because the NFC West was crazy, but the Rams were putting up crazy numbers, so they was dominating the headlines, and San Francisco was winning with people they found on the street. Yes. So they because of all the injuries they had, so they kind of dominated the headlines while Seattle was just sneaky, just going on.
It was just going about their business, yeah.
And I think they are the best team in the league. And I know people worry about Sam Darnold, and understandably so, but all season long, the only games he really struggled was against the Rams,
the people in his own division. Right. Yeah. So. Again, until Sam does it, he hasn't done it. So, but this seems, if ever there was a time for him to do it, this would be the time. I said the other day, and I think I'll stick to it, I could easily see a 30-10 game. I could see a second half emergence and Sam settles in because it's nerves at the beginning of the game. But in the second half, when you're past all the hype, when you're past the Bad Bunny stuff and all that, now we can just focus on the football. I can see Seattle going, okay, now let's go win this game. And so I'm going to go Seattle as well.
And they've got the run game with Kenneth Walker to balance them out, and of course JSN is making the case to be the best receiver in the league. So
MVP, who's going to be an MVP?
probably Sam Darnold.
I think Sam would have to.
If he throws 2 touchdowns and no picks,
I think Sam would have to.
Then yardage won't even matter.
Unless it's JSN.
Unless JSN goes crazy.
Right, going crazy with 200 yards.
Which he did against the Rams. And so
I think it's safe and comfortable to say JSN is the best player on the field.
Yeah.
On Sunday. So if Sam can put it in his general vicinity, he will make a play. Because I know people were saying Gonzalez, that matchup with him and Gonzalez will be a good matchup. I don't see it that way. I think Gonzalez is going to struggle mightily against JSN, and he's going to have now the scheme will matter as well. The scheme will definitely matter. Are they going to? I would think they're going to put somebody over the top and underneath against JSN.
Yeah,
that may not matter.
1-on-1,
right? That may not matter, but that's probably the safest decision. By the way, how about JSN emerging after they let go of DK Metcalf and they are better and in the Super Bowl
and Lockett too.
Right, that's got to sting a little bit, doesn't it? If you DK, like really, y'all
DK is a couple years out, but like Lockett's the one I would think.
Yeah, Lockett, because Lockett hung in there forever.
Yeah, he was Seahawk forever.
Right.
Because wasn't he on one of the Super Bowl teams?
I feel like he was on that last one that didn't win.
I feel like he was too.
I could be wrong, but I feel like he was in that last one that didn't win. So it's crazy that he's not playing in this game. Speaking of crazy, we do have some we'll call it Press and Pros updates.
This NBA has been crazy. These deals and trades have been crazy. It's just like you knew it was going to be, but some of these trades is like, what are you doing?
Well, if you thought the crazy was going to stop, it did not. It late last night, right after what was a very good Nuggets-Knicks game. That was a great game. Golden State was like, we're out.
Yeah.
And they took the best trade that was available to them, which happened to be trading Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield, who was not on anybody's trade radar at all.
Yeah, he was.
Was he? I had not heard it at all.
There's been talk about trading him for a while. It was weird because him and Jimmy Butler are so cool, and Steph, but yeah, they've been talking about trading him for a while.
I hadn't heard his name mentioned not one time. And as far as rumors, now rumors are rumors, so it's whatever. But
I'm sorry, just laughing at Harry Douglas.
Harry's doing something crazy again. I love Harry.
Look at him.
I love Harry. I'm gonna watch it. I'll be so distracted. I gotta watch it on the replay, but I can't wait to see it because it's going just like you're distracted right now. But
he just beat Hembo, so.
Everybody beats Himbo. Himbo needs to get smelled.
He had a good one yesterday.
Yeah. All right, we do have Coach Junior. High on Rattler love, and also maybe even a little Seminole love. Like the Seminoles are all over the Super Bowl this weekend. Several Seminoles are playing in the Super Bowl this weekend.
Who are playing?
Oh, listen. I have a list, Charlie. I have a list of Seminoles that are in this game. Let me read them off to you.
Cam Akers,
Joshua Farmer, Corey Durden. Remember Corey Durden?
Oh yeah. Well, he's a former Seminole that went to NC State.
NC State, yep. Look at Charlie having a solid memory. Amari Gaynor. With North Carolina.
Who's Amari with?
He's with New England.
Oh.
Yeah, he's with New England. Yeah.
I know he's with the Raiders at one point.
Oh, he was. I think this is a new thing. I think he may have come with Vrabel. Like he may be somebody that Vrabel brought in. So, do you have any? First of all, welcome. You got to be riding high on love for LeBron, because LeBron gave y'all like one of the greatest shout outs of all time. First of all, I'm trying to figure out how we don't have these shoes. Now I ain't now listen, Charlie.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Charlie doesn't have those shoes.
Do you have those shoes? Now, if you don't have those shoes, I can't say nothing. No, he has. He has.
You can't say nothing.
I can't say nothing. Wow.
That's
So LeBron is out here.
I just be knowing stuff.
So LeBron is out here flexing in FAMU shoes, and the head coach don't even have the shoes.
Well, first year.
That ain't right. That ain't right. LeBron,
problem.
that ain't right. That ain't right. Now, sir, send my guy some shoes now. Come on, man. Doggone head coach of the team. Outfit this team in some LeBron. Stop playing.
Yeah, because you all are Nike school.
They're nice too, Charlie.
Yeah, we're LeBron school, but one of them. But
not till you get them shoes. Not until you get them shoes, Charlie.
Our ladies got shoes. So
the ladies got the shoes.
They're here. They're here in the building somewhere.
LeBron. Come on, man. You don't want to send shoes to Charlie Ward? I thought you was a history guy. You don't think the Heisman Trophy winner needs shoes?
We will love shoes. For some reason, they're not here with us. But they're supposed to be coming. So they're coming. I'll let you know when they get here.
Let me know. I just listen, LeBron. Until you do right by Charlie with them shoes,
yes.
We're giving you the color purple fingers until you do right by Charlie with these shoes. Okay, all right.
We appreciate him representing.
We do. They listen. They were nice. I ain't gonna hold you.
I know.
Can't ask for much better free pub than that.
I don't typically wear Nike at all, but I want them shoes. Them shoes were fire. I was like, hey,
I do wear Nike and I wear 12.
I was like, I wear 12 as well. I wear 12 as well. So I just want to put that out there.
12 got to be the most common size.
It is. It really is. It really is. Okay. So shout out to that. And then of course your Knicks. Your Knicks killed it last night. That was a great game.
It was very good. I know I was not shocked, but very surprised that they called a foul, which
there was no foul. That was
really have to go that far.
Right.
I think the offensive guy caused a lot of it by his actions. But it happens, they face guard blockouts are a common thing.
Yeah.
And that was one of them, but they were able to overcome. It helps to have guys that can put the ball in the basket consistently.
That helps.
It
does
help.
40.
It does help.
Yeah.
It does help.
A guy that say
that is
just wait the coach off and say, I got it.
That's basically, which is basically what happened. Bruce was like, hey, settle down.
Well, he did that in first before regulation, I think. He took the last shot.
He did.
And he waited the coach off and said, hey, I got it. Coach was like, all right, I trust you. He didn't make the shot, but he knew what shot he wanted. And he got it, one of his step backs.
Not to take away from the Knicks at all and what they've done, but can you imagine how good a backcourt of Cooper Flagg and Jalen Brunson would be for the next 10 years? That would have been nice. Shout out to Dallas for making all the right decisions. Was
that would have never have happened.
It could have. Listen.
How?
Because you keep him.
Then they wouldn't have been in the position to trade. They wouldn't have been in the position to draft Cooper Flagg.
Correct.
They kept Jalen Brunson. But Charlie, how you feel about the Knicks standing pat?
They might have.
And shut up, Lloyd. Standing pat and not getting in the Giannis thing.
Giannis,
regular season.
Apparently, nobody's in the Giannis thing right now.
Yeah, Giannis is not. I don't think they're trading him. Personally, I don't think they're going to trade. And if they do, it'll be something out of the blue. Not out of the blue, but it'll be a shock for him to get traded. And I think if he gets traded, it's going to be when he gets traded, it'll be this off season.
Yeah. Well, Golden State got out last night. They clearly got a message sent to them that yeah, right, that we're not getting him. So they took the best thing that they thought was available. They knew they had to trade Kuminga because too much damage had been done there, and so they traded Kuminga and Buddy Hield for Kristaps Porzingis. I will turn to both of you. Which, by the way, allows them to also keep Draymond Green. Apparently, he will stay there, unless the damage is great there. But I don't think so. Draymond was pretty aware of his circumstances, and he seemed to be handling it pretty good. So I think there's no hard feelings there. Plus he probably knows Mike Dunleavy's going to be fired, so that helps a lot. He's going to be fired. I don't know why you keep shaking your head like he's not going to be fired. They're going to fire him. His best move is Kristaps Porzingis. Fam, you out.
I don't know if they're gonna fire Mike Dunleavy.
He's out.
You're adamant about it, but
they need to get him. They need to get Kuminga out.
They got right. They need to get him out.
So when you start looking at options, it is what it is. So Porzingis, of course, he's good when he's on the floor, and he's played with Al Horford before on the championship team.
Yep.
So they're hoping that he'll be able to get on the floor. That's the biggest thing, is him getting on the floor.
Yeah, he's hurt right now.
Yeah, stand.
I was going to ask, has he been playing? Because I haven't even heard his name.
He's got an Achilles thing. He's got an Achilles thing now.
Oh, that's great. That's fantastic. And you think this man's gonna keep his job? He just traded for a dude that has an Achilles situation right now, as we speak in real time.
He got rid of Kuminga, which is what they wanted to do.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Best thing for it.
A monkey could have got rid of Kuminga. That wasn't that difficult of a thing.
That's probably the best deal they got, because I'm sure everybody was lowballing him because they know he wanted out and they wanted to get rid of him, so they was lowballing. So that's probably the best deal they could probably get.
Yeah, I mean, and if Porzingis plays, he's a positive to their team.
He's an all-star when he plays.
Yeah, that's true.
But he only plays about 25, 30 games a year.
He's only playing 20 games a season.
So it's about right. I mean,
you're going to have to do all the heavy lifting.
He's able to play after the season, after the All-Star break, then it may be about that number.
So we all agree Giannis is probably, barring something very, very unexpected and crazy, because right now it looks like the only teams left that could potentially get him is Miami and Minnesota. So unless something from that is on no one's radar whatsoever, which, by the way, could
always possible. Yeah,
I didn't see the AD to the Wizards thing. I'm not sure what the Wizards are doing, but they're doing it. They're making moves.
Watch that for a second.
They're making moves.
What are the Wizards doing?
They're building a good team.
They're right there where they can get the number one pick in the draft. And they go out and they get all these players that's going to mess that up.
but I heard something yesterday, and if this is true, then they're still going to get the number one pick in the draft, because I heard that they are thinking about right now shutting down AD and Trae Young for the rest of the season. And if that's true, then
why would they shut Trae Young down? I know AD.
Whatever Trae is dealing with, whatever that.
Because Trae hadn't been playing when he was still in Atlanta. When
right.
He made a trade, he hadn't been playing.
Yeah, whatever he's dealing with, they're saying we'd rather you get all the way healthy and then come back, that may just be their way of saying we want to tank and get one of these great top picks.
If that's the case,
they can't say that, but this is what they're essentially saying. So I don't know. That the Wizards this is a strange.
But who would they get? Because
that's a great question.
Who are you looking at? Because if you're looking at the top two guys or three guys, you have
who do they have? Let's start there.
Peterson, which to me is the same as Trey Johnson.
Yeah.
And they got Boozer, AJ Tabasa. I mean, he could fit there or Boozer, but if they got AD, I'm not sure how long he's there. Because if you draft Boozer, you're not bringing. I mean, you could bring AD off the bench, but I'm not sure if he's at that point yet.
Well, AD's kind of like Porzingis at this point, and so you won't have to worry. You probably won't have to worry about it.
That problem will rectify itself.
Yeah, but that also brings me to Utah too, who is in line to get a top pick in the draft, and now with going and getting Jaren Jackson, they're not going to finish at the bottom of the league with that front line with him, Markkanen, and Kessler.
Yeah, but Utah owns so many other people's first round pick that it
By the way, I like that front line.
100%.
If they keep Markkanen.
So they got Jaren Jackson?
Yeah. And didn't hardly have to give up anything.
We gave up three first round picks, Walter Clayton Jr., George.
The picks were the real thing.
Yeah, the picks were the thing, and George Niang.
Yeah.
So
the point guard from Florida is in
Memphis.
He's in Memphis now,
and Ja's still there as of 10 a.m. Eastern time.
I think Ja is going to be moved still. I think it's going to be Miami because Miami's not going to get Giannis.
Well, Miami is trying to get a package where they get both.
I don't think they're going to get both.
With the Giannis, I think what's holding up Ja is the Giannis thing because Miami is trying to get both.
It is, but I think they're going to have to go the way of Golden State. Like we've waited on the Giannis thing as long as we can wait. We got to do something because at 3:00 it's over, so we got to do something. So I think they're going to go ahead and just pull the trigger on the yacht because it's not going to cost them anything to get Ja Morant now. Memphis has 7 draft picks, first round picks. They don't have to fleece Miami. And by the way, you're not going to fleece Miami anyway. So just go ahead and pull the trigger on the Ja thing and make it happen. And then you got John Bam, and maybe you can keep Tyler Hero.
I think they can keep Tyler Hero at this point.
At this point, yeah. So then you got kind of an interesting little team there. So, I think I still think Ja's gone because
I think he's gone.
They're trying to tear it down.
I still think Houston makes the most sense, but
Houston does make the most sense. But I just think Houston is like we don't have to do something, and I'm not sure we want to give up any of our real pieces just to get Ja Morant. You know what I mean?
They won't have to though.
Well, if you're Memphis,
family,
they
don't really have to go.
They're not going to give up Van Vliet. I wouldn't think. Maybe Reed Shepherd. I mean, and I can see them
use Reed Shepherd.
I can see them wanting to hold on to Reed, but I think that's probably that might be the commodity. I don't know. I mean, unless there's picks, I don't know what Houston's picks.
I said they got to have some picks to throw into Reed Shepherd because that's not an apples to apples.
No.
The one concern I have about Ja being in Houston is
at this point Memphis isn't going to get apples with Ja anyway.
No, the one concern I would have is that Ja is so ball dominant. KD is already frustrated at the ball dominancy of Alfred Sengun. He's going to be incredibly frustrated when he can't get the ball from either Alfred or Ja. Like that. So I don't. But at the same time, I don't disagree with what you're saying. I think Jock would be a nice point guard addition for them. Like, I don't know. That's a tricky one. I think Houston's not going to do it.
Ja's ball dominant, but he does assist. He does have a high number of assists. So
yeah,
I think that probably would remedy Sengun being ball dominant.
He would have to alter his game to a more balanced, traditional point guard style of game for that to really work the way it should work. But yeah, so other than that, I don't see any other teams making a play for Ja other than Miami, maybe Houston, or again, some wild situation where somebody just says we'll take a risk on it. Like maybe the Wizards, like we'll take him too. Wizards are doing wild stuff these days.
They are doing wild stuff.
So
Kings, whatever they're doing,
are the Mavericks done?
Making moves? I wouldn't think so.
I was told under no certain terms will the Mavericks be giving Daniel Gafford to the Lakers at all. Matter of fact, if the Lakers even think about picking up the phone to call the Mavericks, they should wake up and apologize. they may not be getting a Mavericks trade done with them for the next 5 years. Like it's going to take some time.
It might be forever, ever.
This is the equivalent of a husband taking the wife of somebody, like right when, and there was no divorce. Like she just left, and then and then the divorce papers arrived the day she left, and you're like, wait, what? I didn't even know we were having problems. Like we were having problems. We have real problems. So that's so bad. So there's nothing left for the Lakers to talk about with Gafford. All my Laker friends have been calling saying, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I'm like, we might win the draft. I mean, we might win the deadline by doing nothing.
I mean,
because it appears that if Giannis stays, the Lakers are in the driver's seat for him to go there. Right. So maybe the best course of action is just to be still.
I think I agree with you. Just play out this season, see how it goes.
Let it play out, yeah.
And then getting the Giannis sweepstakes.
LeBron comes off the books.
LeBron probably goes to Cleveland.
Yeah.
He still may end up with Draymond. So
that is very much a possibility. Very, very much a possibility. But I think the Lakers shouldn't do anything stupid. Just that's the smart play for them in the next few hours. Just don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything drastic. Take on some contract that you don't need to take on. That's just dumb. But yeah, I think Giannis is gonna. I agree with you, Charlie. I think he's probably gonna stay. Now, I don't think he'll play another. He may not play another game in a Bucks uniform.
Well, he's not playing now, right? Is he injured?
Right.
Yeah, he's got a calf strain right now.
A calf strain.
But he's had that calf. He's been having calf strains the past couple seasons.
I bet he has. What? I didn't ask you about this, Charlie. Former point guard. You like James Harden going to Cleveland?
For the Clippers, yes.
For the Clippers, really? What?
Please they were playing well.
Huh?
Please explain.
They were playing well before he left, but they traded.
Yeah. Why do you like it for the Clippers?
Well, one, I know what Darius Garland is right now as far as injury. I know he was injured for a minute, and I'm not sure if he's back yet.
Thank Porzingis and AD.
Yeah.
And so I think he had I'm not sure what his injury was. But the one thing that they were playing well, but it wasn't because of him from a overall standpoint.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is you get one side. He's going to be all you need from an offensive standpoint, but defensively, you got to have him on the floor, and he's not a defensive guy. And so you're only going to go so far with him. Now, I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs or not. I know they're working really hard to try to get back into it. But I just know he's a liability on the defensive end. and you only gonna go so far with liabilities on defense, especially in this day and age. And you can only hide them so much, but you're hoping that you can outscore teams. And of course, if you're playing against a team that plays both ends, you're not going to win the series. So I and I don't know all of the glory details as far as him and the locker room and all the different things that he has off the court that you have to deal with as well. I'm sure some of that plays a part in just who he is and what have you. So I'm sure they're excited about that part potentially leaving as well. A lot of times we just look at these trades or people going different places because of basketball, but sometimes it can be some other things that you may not want around the team. And if you can find a way to get something that's comparable, I say comparable in the sense of, at least Darius Garland we know is capable, of scoring, which is in playmaking. So he's capable once he's, not injured. So that could be some of it as well. Just getting that mindset, attitude, lack of defensive, intensity in a sense out the door. So I don't know all the details of like why they wanted him to be traded, but didn't he say
he requested a
I
trade.
was gonna say, did he say he wanted to trade it?
Yeah, it sounded like he asked for it.
It sounded like he asked for the trade, but like his contract was up anyway, and so he probably knew they weren't going to extend him, and so he went ahead and asked for the trade. But like to your point, Charlie, about the defense, I was just looking at it. So they're currently 9th in the Western Conference. Their point differential is negative 0.8, which 8th, and to put in perspective, Golden State is one spot ahead of them in 8th. Their point differential is plus 2.2. The Clippers is minus 0.8. That's crazy to me for a playoff team.
real quick, Minnesota is making it appears they're making their last ditch effort to pull a final hour Giannis situation. So they've traded Rob Dillingham, former UK Rob
Dilly, right? Dilly, I love Dilly,
and Leonard Miller, and 4 second-round picks to Chicago for Dosunmu and Ayo Dosunmu and Julian Phillips, right? And Julian Phillips. So they're dumping some potential salary situations to try to make room for because Rob at some point is going to get something. I don't know how.
He's only in his second year.
Yeah, but you still got to get ready to how this works.
I know how it works.
Yeah.
I'm just confused.
I don't know why they're
making more than Dillingham.
Well, I don't know if it has as much to do with him as much as like the Antetokounmpo brothers, because like if you're taking one, you're taking them all at this point. So you got to
take one baby kid. You take
one baby kid. You got to take them all. So you got to make room. You got to make room for the 2 Antetokounmpos. All 3 Antetokounmpos are coming. So I don't know if any of this is going to work. I tend to believe it's not. But
just reading the tea leaves, it feels like Minnesota, they've cleared out a lot of cap space to bring him in.
Yes, a lot.
Like to the point that if it doesn't happen, they really decimated their roster for the rest of the season.
and for no real benefit.
So who they got rid of?
Well, they got rid of who was it? It's been a lot of fringy type stuff. Nothing like major.
Nothing like major, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like a trade here of picks, a couple of player type deals, and you're just like, what? Why are you doing all this? Like, but it all stems from they think they can make a deal for Giannis, and they've they've made a package that they presented to the Bucks. Apparently, the Bucks are not answering the phone for anybody.
I don't blame them.
Well, they also have a belief that if they get the right draft pick, Giannis may change his mind, but I doubt it. Like, why would he change his mind?
What do y'all think about the Clippers trading Chris Paul to the Raptors?
Well, from what I've heard, they're gonna buy him out, and that'll be the end of that.
I figured that.
So Chris Paul may have played his last NBA game. This is very, very possible.
That's very possible.
Yeah, it's very possible.
And what do you think about low key what Charlotte's doing? So they got Kobe White and Mike Conley now. Charlotte's, and they've got a good core. Charlotte, if they manage this right, which is always a question with Charlotte.
Always a question.
They're low key a playoff team now.
They got some good young players.
Yeah.
I mean,
right now, they are a game out of the play-in, and they're behind the Bulls, who are doing a fire sale. So they'll catch the Bulls. They'll probably catch the Hawks, who are doing a fire sale.
I think Charlotte should continue to do what they're doing. They seem to be moving in the. Huh?
Who does Charlotte give up to get Conley?
Well, Conley actually got thrown in.
Yeah, he was thrown.
He went to the Bulls first, and then he ended up in Charlotte in another trade. He didn't even have time to back at the Bulls. And I think Conley's going to get bought out, and he'll be able to go wherever he wants to go.
So they sent. So here it is. The Bulls continue to overhaul the roster, sending guards Kobe White and Mike Conley to the Hornets in exchange for Colin Sexton and Ousmane Dieng. And then Hornets acquired Dieng and a second rounder from Oklahoma City in exchange for Mason. So they also the Bulls also got Jaden Ivey, Anthony Simons, but they got rid of Vucevic in quarter. So I mean they're punting on the season.
So Jaden Ivey from Detroit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which I was surprised Detroit let him go, but I guess it was probably a salary thing.
And they probably like, we're top of the league, so.
Yep. But I like what Charlotte's doing going forward if they stick with it. Because Charlotte tends to, they'll be doing well, then they'll lose a couple of games, and then they'll abandon ship.
Right.
Charlotte's actually making some decent moves. And I think, and Lloyd and I, we talked about this yesterday, Charlie. Charlotte went on, they're on a 7 or 8 game win streak.
Yeah, they're playing great.
And before that win streak, Ball was in all kind of trade rumors, but then they went on that win streak and all that ceased. So with him,
his brother got traded, right?
Yeah.
Is he a free agent now? Because I know he went to Utah.
But I think they're buying him out as well.
Did they buy him out?
I think they're going to buy him out as well.
Okay.
It appears so that they're going to buy him out as well.
Yeah. So with him, but with Ball, Knipple, and Miller, they've got a good little core right there. Because Knipple's, I mean, he's been playing lights out, shooting lights out.
Yeah.
And so they got a nice little core there if they can keep it together. And he still got Bridges there.
So is there a move left by somebody that y'all can see happening?
The only big name I see is just Giannis and Ja at this point. We still have 5.5 hours to go.
Right.
Okay. Look at Monica McNutt looking cute on here. With her fuzzy cane go.
Oh.
Where is she?
So distracted.
I know, I'm like a little kid. She's on First Take right now. They're talking NBA right now, but I guess she's in San Francisco for the
Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't know why she's there, but yeah, she's there.
She normally she normally does radio for the New York Knicks.
Right.
I know, but yeah, they have her in San Francisco for First Take. Yeah.
Oh, for First Take.
But still,
because Stephen A is going to be they're there. First Take is there, and it's trade deadline, and so she's the buffer.
They still got Wendy, but he's on location.
Well, he's everywhere. He's at the Super Bowl too.
No, he's somewhere else. I think he's on a set somewhere. I think California.
I would think he's in L.A.
Yeah, I think he's in L.A.
Yeah, with because NBA Today is going to go early because they're going to do their traditional trade deadline countdown thing. Although it would be nice if they let Charles and those guys be a part of it.
I know it makes too much sense for ESPN.
I mean, come on. So,
anytime Charles is on TV saying, I'd like to be working more.
Right.
I don't know what ESPN's doing.
Who knows?
They're buying up everything.
They're buying up everything. They own everything. They own all of sports media right now. So
they just got NFL.
Yeah. And what's crazy is all of that, and Disney's like going under almost, like losing a ton of money on their parks and movies.
Well, because they keep trying to do the multiverse. Nobody wants to see the multiverse. Nobody asked for that.
They just biting off more than they can chew.
They biting off more than they can chew. Charlie, what's going on with the Rattlers this weekend? Who you guys got coming up?
What's our Rattlers doing besides ordering us some shoes?
Right. We need some shoes, Charlie. We need the shoes, brother.
Yeah, me too.
Just throwing it out there.
But
we love our Charlie.
We have the 2 Texas schools coming to town. They're on this swing to Florida. We only played them once this year because we go back and forth. Like next year we'll be in Texas. But we have Texas Southern. They've been playing well over the course of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they've been kind of like us, up and down in the sense of winning games and losing games. So it'd be a good test for us because they have some really good guards and some bigs as well. They play hard, very well coached. The coach has been there forever. He's been there for a minute. And so it'd be a good test for us. But good thing is we're at home, and we had 2 tough losses in Alabama that kind of helped us. It definitely helped us understand that we have to play at a certain level and what it's going to take to win. Our biggest issue right now is we go through scoring droughts where we just can't score. And, if you playing against a team that can do that at some point, I mean, defense, you say defense, but they make tough shots, and teams have made, found a way to make tough shots. And,
right.
Even if you have good defense, and then you have guys who are shot makers, you can get a cushion. And so that's been happening to us the past couple of games where, teams have made some tough shots, and they made, plays as well. I mean, they're solid teams. We just haven't been able to respond accordingly. And so hopefully we can change that and not go through scoring drops where we can't put the ball in the basket for nothing. But we're working on those things and trying to get guys healthy. But Prairie View beat Texas Southern in the last game that they played. So 2 quality teams coming to town, and we're looking forward to the challenge.
Charlie, you're right there in the middle of the pack in the conference at 5-4 in conference play. I mean, I know you're not satisfied, but you got to be super thrilled with where your team is right now.
Yeah, we've had ebbs and flows where, we lost the first game, won the next 5. And then we've, lost the last 3. So we've had our ebbs and flows of streaks. And so it's just now, getting ready to start the second half of the conference play. We just have to continue to stay steady and not get too high, too low. That's who we are. I got to be, regardless of what the outcomes. That's what we try to be throughout. Whether you lose or a win, it's still about improvement, finding ways to improve. And I was sharing with our guys, while we were winning, we can't be satisfied with the outcomes when it comes to um, going through the process. We've got to make sure the process are good and that we are improving from winning, on winning by doing certain things, and we not got away from it, but we just when we had a tough loss against Jackson State. Now that was a tough one because we were winning pretty much the entire game, majority of the game, and even late we were up, and we found a way to not win that game, which was very tough. But when you're a team like ours, and I've been on teams like ours where we are a good team, we can be right there, and you end up losing a game that you shouldn't have lost. Sometimes it comes back to bite you, in the end. But that's where we are. But we have to continue to find ways to keep moving forward and grow. But it does help to have guys put the ball in the basket.
I have a feeling you've been emphasizing
I was going to say, it feels like there's a very specific thing that's being talked about during film study. Guys, why did you shoot that? Just shoot the ball.
Can you please put the ball in the basket?
Can you shoot the ball? Can you just shoot it? Like
that's
take
essential.
the shot.
Put the ball in the basket, not take a shot.
We've already got past take the shot. So now we're at shoot the ball. Like
No,
go get the layup.
Get it in the net.
We need to put the ball in the basket. We don't need to be taking shots. I can take a shot.
Put the ball in the basket. Put it in there.
Whatever it takes.
That's hilarious. Charlie, we didn't get your Super Bowl prediction. What's your Super Bowl prediction?
I don't know. The New England Patriots are interesting. I think defensively they're sound, and I'm not 100% sure about Drake May shoulder. I know he's had a couple weeks or however long he's been to rehab and what have you, because they didn't do much. Of course, it was snowing and all that. So in their game, last game.
Jeff Saturday said he's going to get the good drugs this time.
He had the good drugs last time. Just ain't got snow this time. The snow makes a big difference.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what Jeff
said. If Drake May is not able to figure it out, it's going to be tough because Sam Darnold in the last game, he was on one.
Mm-hmm.
Like between him and Stafford.
Yeah.
Between those two guys, they were. To me, that was more like a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I felt like going in. I felt like that was the actual Super Bowl.
Yeah, and so both of those guys were dropping dimes, just making great reads.
Mm-hmm.
They had guys making great catches. The run game, of course, everybody needs to probably be better. But when you have guys throwing it and reading it, this young man, what's his name?
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah.
Just say JSN, Charlie.
Yeah, we just say JSN.
I'm still trying to figure out like how do these guys keep getting open? Like the best players always be open. Like every time they're like open. I'm like, how are they open? Like two people should be on him, but he just kept getting open. And
even when he wasn't open,
he was open.
Donald was like, "I don't care. I'm throwing the ball over there to him. I don't care."
But the crazy part about it, not the crazy, but the good thing about it is you can't just focus on him because they have Cooper Kupp.
They do,
and
who I fully expect to have a great game.
I love Cooper Kupp.
And there's another. Who's the other guy? Who's the other big name on there?
Well, Walker runs the ball very well.
Kenneth Walker has been he's been great.
I'm talking wide receiver crew. I think
they got one more. You're right, Charlie. Who is the other guy? You're right. You are completely right. But I can't remember his name right this second. Give us a second here. You will be talking about
Rashid Shaheed.
Rashid Shaheed, yes.
They have some.
He's the forgotten one, but yes, he is very good as well.
Because they picked him up because he hadn't been there all year.
Yeah.
But they have comparable players outside of, what's his name? Jackson.
JSN. He's so good though. He is because coming out of Ohio State, he was projected to be this, but like these first couple of years, he was fine, but he wasn't this.
He wasn't this.
Then they.
Oh, he was this. You didn't see him in the bowl game?
No, he wasn't this at Seattle when they first.
Yeah, this first couple seasons.
It was in there. It just wasn't coming out because they didn't have. Geno couldn't make it come out. Now Sam is making it come out, and now
because trust me, I've had Jackson Smith and Jigba on my fantasy team since he came out.
It's not worked out. It's not worked out.
This has definitely been the breakout season for him. And when you hear him talk, and you can't help but cheer for this guy. I mean, this guy's he's
a good kid. He's
a great kid. Great background. I love that he has a Dallas Cowboys tattoo on his arm.
Don't do that.
He does. And then they asked him about it if he would remove it. And I'm like, why would he remove it? For what?
He should remove it.
For what?
You don't want that stink on you like that. Take that off.
You shut your full mouth.
Scurvy off your body, sir.
For perspective, you shut your full mouth. His first year, Charlie, had 63 catches and 4 touchdowns for 628 yards. His second year, 24, he had 100 catches for 1,130 and 6 touchdowns. That's so a pretty good season.
Solid year.
This year, 119 catches, almost 1,800 yards and 10 touchdowns.
It's going well. It's kind of and a Super Bowl appearance. So it's going well.
Right.
It's going well.
Will they run the ball? Will they run the ball on the goal line this time or throw it?
Listen, I would have to believe that running the ball on the goal line is paramount. They may run it if they get stopped 3 times. They may run it the 4th.
They may bring Marshawn out of the crowd just to run the ball on the 1
just to exercise the demons. Yes, I think they're gonna run the ball. Oh, I knew it was something I wanted to talk to you guys about. Late yesterday, the Chambliss decision came down. No, is what the NCAA said. No, we said no the first time. We're saying no again. You will not play if we have anything to say about it. You will not play again at Ole Miss. So he's taking it to an appeals court.
Of course,
which in Mississippi, which they will absolutely say yes.
Of course.
I don't understand why this kid don't want to leave college. Bro, you are an NFL prospect. I can see if he wasn't an NFL prospect.
The only thing I can think of is that Ole Miss has a check waiting for him that is so big. It's
got to be more than his rookie salary.
Right. It will eclipse what his draft projections are. So if they're saying he's a 3rd rounder, that check beats that.
But that's one check. That's 1 year.
I don't disagree. I
would love to get some truth serum on what's going on.
I think it's madness.
This makes no sense.
It's madness.
But if you think of it this way, he probably feels like he can improve his draft status if he comes back to school.
But the thing is this year's draft class for quarterbacks is not very good. Next year is going to be better.
I was going to say, he actually would have a better chance going higher in this draft than I think. Because I think he could
Because Arch is going to come out next year.
I think he can essentially be the second pick in the draft as far as quarterbacks are concerned, behind Mendoza. He's 6'1", he's 200 pounds. He has a very nice touch on the ball. I don't know why he wouldn't.
The kid at Oregon, he went back, right?
Yes. Right. That's what I'm saying. He could be the second.
Arch is still in college. Arch is probably going to be the number 1 pick next year just because he's Arch. Ty Simpson, what did he do? Alabama's quarterback.
He's going, but I don't. Would you take Ty over Trinidad?
Probably not.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think it's. I don't understand the thinking.
I don't either. I don't get it. I personally think
it makes zero sense.
I think he's getting bad advice. I think something is happening where he's being very short-sighted. Like he's saying, "This money's right here in front of me. I want this money."
Or maybe,
got it.
I mean, I have to think it's not a money thing.
It has to be, because there's no other logical reason. There's no other logical reason.
Maybe he likes college.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, maybe he really wants to win a national championship at Ole Miss.
He does, but he's been there 7 years.
He hasn't been at Ole Miss for 7 years.
Well, he's been in college 7 years. It's time to It's time to go. It's time to go. You got to go.
Well, that's happening around. I mean, that's happening everywhere. So it's not just him.
Your boy at USC. What's his name? That was at Auburn last year, the basketball player. He got hurt the other night. What's his name? He cracks me up. Hurt? Kid from USC that's like 30 years old.
You talking about the lefty, right?
Yeah. He got hurt against IU the other night.
That's what happens when you get old. You start getting
you get gout.
You start getting injured. It's not gout. Why you always putting gout on people? What's wrong with you? Guys always putting gout on people.
Baker Mazzaro.
Yeah. He got gout during the game the other night, and so he's out.
He did not get gout. We're not reporting that.
He got the gout.
We are not reporting a gout outbreak at USC. That's what happened.
But he's in that dude is in like his 7th or 8th year in college.
Yeah. People staying. They staying. They are staying out here in these streets. They do not want to leave. So it's I don't know. I think he's getting bad advice, in my opinion. Like, fam, you put up 3,000, almost 4,000 yards. You had 22 touchdowns. It's time to take it to the next level. You've done the work. You've done the work. It's fine. It's going to work out.
Mazzara's first year in college was the 2020-21 season.
That's crazy. That's so crazy.
But technically,
that's only 4 years.
Technically, he's only in his 5th year.
Yeah.
It seems like some of these guys been there longer than that. But you're right. So, that's not bad.
So I have this question because this came up on something radio or something.
All right.
So why is it that you have 5 years to play for? Why not just play? Why not just say you have 5 years?
Well,
I think it's thing with the 5 years to play for. They're, and I'm just guessing that maybe they're factoring in a red shirt. Because back in our days, freshmen redshirted all the time.
Correct.
They didn't play like they do now.
I agree with that, but I'm saying why we have 5 years to play for? Like, if just say you have 5 years.
Yeah, and and to add a layer to that question, Charlie, is like it's 5 years to play for, but the scholarship is actually 1 year renewable. So I think the whole thing is confusing.
Well, what's even more
this day and age.
What's even more confusing than that is the fact that the two of you are trying to figure out anything that the
NCAA. Yeah, I'll give you that.
I mean,
yeah, true. But that hit me the other day when I heard someone say that they had 5 years to play for. I mean,
you would have You would have a better chance. You'd have a better chance figuring out quantum physics than the NCAA.
The funny thing is, though, whenever you get one of these college presidents to ask them about anything, they always say the NCAA as if the NCAA is a separate entity. No,
right,
you're the NCAA, bro.
Like some weird thing that's just out there.
It's just some mystical place.
Fam, that's you. We're talking about you. You're in the NCAA. Crazy. Crazy stuff. All right. Do we have any other? I think that's it as far as stuff that's going on. I did want to send like a collective shout out to Christian McCaffrey. Apparently, he snuck and married the Miss Universe while we wasn't watching. Olivia Popo.
Miss Universe.
Former Miss Universe. Technically, she's the former Miss Universe, but yes.
What year?
I have no idea.
Why, Charlie?
Only Charlie would ask me what year did she win. Okay, Charlie, just for giggles, I will find out what year she won Miss Universe. I have no idea
with a curveball
when she won this Miss Universe. 2012. There you go. She won in 2012. But you carry the title forever. Like once you win it, it's yours. 2012.
Good. Happy for him.
She's 33. How old is Christian McCaffrey?
He's got to be around that same age. She's been in the league for a while.
Okay, that's probably true.
But what does age mean
29.
these days?
Apparently nothing, because Cooper DeJean is dating one of the Bella twins from WWE, and she's 42. And Cooper DeJean is not 42.
That's what I'm saying. Like, age doesn't mean anything in this day and age.
Cooper DeJean is 22. So age clearly means nothing.
Man, look at Larson.
Is 22?
Cooper DeJean is 22.
He's 22?
He's 22. Yeah. And they asked him about it yesterday during the press runs over at the Super Bowl. And he said, somebody says, how are you enjoying Auntie Brie Bella? He said, I have no comment to that, which is a comment, actually, because you're dating. They asked her about it.
He's dating a 20-year-old, somebody that's 20 years older than him?
He is. But it's 22. Not, listen, that's not uncommon in these days.
Larsa Pippen,
the girl that's dating the kid from the Rockets.
Oh yeah. Well, he's not the Rockets anymore, is it?
Well, he's with Phoenix now, but yeah.
Green?
Yeah.
His baby mama is like 18 years older. Her oldest son is the same age as Green.
Yeah, she's got a son the same age as him.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Getting attention.
The bag.
Getting attention. That's what
securing the bag. Listen, when the looks and the talent fade, you got to have a backup plan. This is called securing the future. I get it.
But this is nothing new.
No.
The only thing more new about it is that it's the other way around. Usually it's men dating younger women.
Right. Now women are saying they're having an empowerment movement.
Yeah,
they are cougars.
Teach us on whatever makes them happy.
That feels
that is cougar. That's auntie.
It feels like we're gonna have to come up with a different term because 20 years older is wild. That is wild to me. If a dude was, we all thought Kraft or even Belichick dating younger like that is ick. This ain't ick to y'all. This is like
I just
not compared to the two you just mentioned.
Actually, Belichick got them beat because he's double with their age difference.
Well, that's true. Belichick said, "Hi, I see you're 20 and raised you 10 more." Shout out to Belichick, who's living his best life despite not getting to the Hall of Fame.
What are we
doing? Charlie, Charlie, what are we doing with this Hall of Fame stuff?
I don't know. There's some political stuff going on there with Belichick not getting nominated. So
and Kraft. and Kraft.
It's retro justice.
I think there's something going on there, but hopefully they can rectify whatever it is. And
I feel like Jerry Jones has something to do with Kraft because they don't like each other.
what does it matter? What does it matter if you like somebody or not? The credentials say that you should honor.
Charlie, these clowns prove every day that they still in high school like everybody else.
I just don't like the retro justice. I don't like
any of it. It's stupid.
like what if the NFL wasn't going to punish them in real time, then that's not your job. Hall of Fame writers, that's not your job to go punish people because they didn't get the punishment they deserve. This feels very high school lunchroom-ish. Like, you took my lunch money, so now I'm going to make sure you don't get the A on the test. Like that, come on, stop.
I do feel like I do think some of it too is the process, because I think that they can only get 3. It was something like the other 3 on the ballot were like in their last cycle or whatever, something like that.
Right.
And so that's kind of played it into why they didn't get in, because they was getting the other guys in. They felt because it was like Roger Craig, L.C. Greenwood, and there's one other one that did get in.
Have they announced who got in yet? Because it's like
it's Roger Craig, L.C. Greenwood, and I can't remember who the third one was.
I feel bad for them because
everybody's gonna be talking about who's not there.
Yeah,
so it's celebrating them being there. And I love Roger Craig. Roger Craig was one of my favorite players I ever watched with them high knees.
And I'm hearing a lot of people talking about boycotting the Hall of Fame, not even going. So then, if that picks up momentum, it becomes a whole spectacle, and these guys get cheated.
Man, ain't nobody boycotting nothing.
Well, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But it's
there's a lot of bigger things in the world to boycott than
NFL. Let's figure out. There's a lot more substantive things,
more pressing issues than the Hall of Fame.
For sure. Okay, I got nothing else. Y'all got anything else that we can discuss or we need to discuss before we do our shout outs?
Let's get to the shout outs.
All right, shout out also to LeBron, and send us our shoes.
I'm here for it.
Just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah.
The more you put it out there, somebody will relay this message to him and say, I think Charlie Ward needs the shoes, man.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys got any shout outs? Any shout outs from you guys?
Charlie.
Yeah, I got it right here. But shout out to Hope. Daughter Hope. She's going to be you'll see her, but Saturday she's going to be color commentating for the Rattlers, both for the Rattlers games.
Oh yes,
Texas Southern.
Oh, that's awesome.
On Swag TV. So very proud of her. She's making her way, getting some good experience. She started as a sideline, and now she'll get a chance to be on the color commentator. So
I love it.
We love it. To give her all of our praise. And
did you say she's color commentating both games?
Yeah.
Yes, the men's and women's game.
Are you prepared for? I was going to say, are you prepared for a critical Hope commentary? But you probably get that anyway. Like she's probably giving you notes when you come home. Like, Dad, come on, what is up with your zone defense? Like, I mean, I can hear Hope.
Hope's not gonna hold back on you. You know that.
I just feel like she would. It feels like
like, what are you doing?
Yep.
Like that. Come on.
This is not gonna be a partial.
That's the play you're calling at the end of the game, Dad.
This is not going to be a partial broadcast towards you, Charlie.
No.
I'll just say this is what we practice. So
yeah, we're rooting for Hope.
Charlie's already got his defense ready. This is what we practice. I don't know, Hope. He's already practicing.
She has our stats and everything. So it's hard to
high level of accountability right now.
Yep.
I get it. Shout out to Hope. We love Hope. We
do love. We might need to have Hope on after this game. We
need to have Hope on so she can give us the FAMU update.
Yeah.
Yep. So she'll be calling the game on Saturday. So
That's awesome.
Excited for that.
So awesome. That is
We are super excited for Hope.
That is very, very awesome. All right. Charlie, Kendrick, who you shout out, brother?
I'll give a shout out to my boy Cole Leland. Ballard High School had their senior night early just because we've had so much snow. They wanted to go ahead and get it in, so in case we get some more snow and school's canceled. But he's been one of the best shooters in the history of the state of Kentucky. Even though it is ironic that he had his senior night at Ballard. He spent 3 years at Mail, and he's been at Ballard for about 2 months.
Wow.
Wow, Lord.
That's crazy.
What are we doing?
Crazy.
Because he left and went to a prep school, and then the prep school thing didn't work out or whatever, and so he came back and he went to Ballard. So that's the story. But they do. Now I've got to find this young man's name. Give me 1 second. They have a freshman that when I was at their game, he had 3 dunks in the first quarter. He's 6'10", so he'll be a guy to kind of keep your eye on.
You know, player movement is off the rails when high school kids are transferring schools in season.
Oh, it's crazy here in Kentucky. It is crazy here in Kentucky this year.
That's so insane.
That's everywhere.
So this young man's name is Mason Grivna. Mason Grivna. Keep an eye on that guy. He's a freshman. He's a center. I think he's 6'9", 6'10" as a freshman, and can move. He shoots threes. He gets inside. He can spin baseline and dunk. He had 2 of those while I was there. So it's a kid to keep an eye on. Mason Grivna. I want to give a shout out to that kid.
Sweet. Real quick, Lakers trade Gabe Vincent for Luke Kennard from Atlanta, and it appears that Zubac of the Clippers could be moving today.
Oh,
yeah.
So they are really rebuilding.
The Clippers are getting several calls. If that's the case, then why not get rid of Kawhi too? Why not just strip the whole thing down? If you strip it down, let's just strip it down. What are we waiting on?
They can't get rid of Kawhi.
Why not? For what reason can you not get rid of him?
You know why they can't.
Wow, get rid of him. Charlie did not like that question. He just
you know why they can't get rid of Kawhi.
Listen, I understand, but
you can't get rid of him. But getting rid of Zubac, they'll get a haul for him. They'll get some good pieces for him.
Yeah,
he might end up backing out. He might still be at the Lakers. Just go across the street.
That'd be nice.
Wasn't he there at one point?
He started there. Yes,
I thought so.
Yeah, he started there, and then some. Then the genius of Magic Johnson was like, "We gonna trade." And I love Magic.
Do it again.
We gonna trade. The basketball. We feel like we need to trade him out of here. It gives us position to get Anthony Davis.
How is Magic Johnson from Michigan and have a Southern accent?
I have no idea. I've always like, fam, you are the countryest northerner
from Michigan,
northerner of all time. Like, that is crazy that you have deep. Your country accent is as strong as Charles Barkley's, and y'all ain't nowhere near each other. Like, no. It's magic. It's magic. It's crazy. Okay. I don't know why I channeled my inner Magic just then, but I did.
Man, that's been my favorite part of the show today.
It's nothing I can do about it. I'm stuck here. So, all right. Again,
we're gonna trade.
We're gonna trade.
What we're gonna do right here,
Zubac, and real quick before I let you go, I don't have any shots. Any New Orleans players getting traded? I've heard Alvarado. Is that Alvarado?
I'm sure Alvarado from Georgia Tech.
Alvarado.
But it's still a little bit of the LA accent in there too.
Yeah, it's weird because it's country, but it's LA Rich.
We're gonna say Alvarado right here.
Right here. Square up, squabble up and everything. But yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy accent. But I'm
sure some ancillary pieces will move. I'm not sure if Zion will move.
That's crazy to me. That's so crazy.
I don't know what they're doing.
God bless you.
There's so many teams in this league that you just have no idea what they're doing. New Orleans, Sacramento, Dallas, Washington.
And
Brooklyn has done nothing. What is Brooklyn doing besides nothing?
I don't even know how they make payroll.
I'm questioning.
Who's going to Brooklyn Nets games? Who's going to Brooklyn Nets games right now?
People probably go just because the arena's cool.
But I guarantee it's not sellouts. They don't have sellouts.
No.
So
to sellouts to watch what?
Right. That's what I'm saying. What are you going to see?
The other team.
And if you can't say, right, you can't say, well, I'm going to see the other team, because you can see the other team in the other building. You got to drive to Brooklyn to go see great NBA basketball.
I mean, how they've kept Nick Claxton all these years is beyond me.
I don't know how it's crazy.
But now his salary is so absorbent, there's no way anybody's going to trade for him.
Yeah,
I'm looking at this roster. Lloyd, you're not going to spend your hard-earned money to go see Danny Wolf?
No.
What about Nolan Traore?
You're not going to spend your hard-earned money to go see Danny Wolf. That sentence has never been uttered in the history of sports. Let me get on SeatGeek and find tickets to see Danny Wolf and Igor Dittum. That's what I don't even know who these people are.
They've got
Nolan Traore.
They've got 3 people on the roster where they don't even have their salaries on the website. Hold on. 3, 4, 5. There's 5 people on their roster where they don't even have their salary listed.
You know what I would love? I would love for Inside the NBA to get with do a who he played for, and don't
just
tell
all be Brooklyn Nets.
And don't tell Charles anything other than the names, and just say who he played for, Nolan Traore, and I guarantee you he'll say every team in the league before he says the Brooklyn Nets.
And then how is Cam Thomas only making $6 million?
Well, because he doesn't play.
He's still their best player when he does play.
Is he? Because they said Michael Porter is right now.
Well, Michael Porter is. But before Michael Porter got there, Cam Thomas was.
Michael Porter got to be thinking to himself, where did I take the wrong turn in life? Like, how did I
think the reason why people aren't trading for Michael Porter because they think his stats are fool's gold because who else is going to score on this team?
Right. Is this off the court stuff spilling onto the court? Is that why he's in Brooklyn right now? Because he had some weird off.
That was his brother.
Well, but it depends on how much of the rumors you believe. I agree with you. It is his brother, but also the rumors are strong.
I find it hard to believe, Lloyd, the big NBA fan that you are, you would not spend money to go see Ben Seraph.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been dying to see Day'Ron Sharp for like at least 3.5 seconds. Like I've been wanting to see Day'Ron Sharp ever since I read the name on the screen a few seconds ago.
The thing is like they can't even trade these people.
No.
Because none of them make enough money for a salary dump.
I didn't even look at the salaries. So it's Michael Porter's making clearly the most, right?
Yes.
Him and Nick Claxton.
Yes.
Okay. So
Lloyd,
Terrence Mann is making $15 million. That's crazy work.
Because he's been in the league so long. But outside of those, there's not even anyone making $10 million outside of those 3 players.
Are you prepared to play Igor Dittum $10 million to average? He's averaging 10.5 points, so he's a baller. Shout out to Igor Dittum.
Not gonna go see Haywood Highsmith.
Now I kind of do want to see a Nets game. Like I might block out some time this weekend to watch the Nets go.
Watch the Washington Generals.
Yes, it's And what's crazy is they got like they may have arguably one of the best buildings, maybe the best building. If you
their arena is awesome,
and also the jerseys are fire. They are fire. That black and white is amazing.
It's so marketable. Everything about them is marketable.
Except for who plays for them. Like,
yeah. Everything's marketable except the team.
Right. we got all the pieces in place. except we've got everything working. Except
your Lakers, but all jokes aside, your Lakers should just be going after Nick Claxton. I mean, you need a big. He is good. I love Nick Claxton as a player.
I think it's the money. It's the money, though.
It is the contract.
Yeah. They got bigger hopes and dreams, and Nick Claxton doesn't fit into any of that. Which I understand. I get it. At least he doesn't fit in the initial plans. Now, maybe on the backside of.
I can't believe he's been in Brooklyn this long.
Well, listen, it's an easy job.
No, I'm surprised that no one's come and gotten him out of there. Because he's a serviceable big.
But it might be what you just said earlier. Like, is he? Because
but defense is defense. I mean, I'm not even talking about his offensive. I mean, he's a really good.
He is a good defender. Yeah, he's a good defender.
His offense just came around in the last couple of years, but he's always been a good defensive player.
Well, I wonder what it's like to play on a team like that, where people don't even know you exist. Like they can literally walk around.
Yeah.
They can walk around Brooklyn and nobody knows. They don't know. They just know they're tall guys. Like this is a bunch of tall guys.
And the thing is, like some of these guys, like Tyrese Martin, who's only making $2 million a year, that ain't much in Brooklyn.
No. He's slightly above the poverty line. Like New York is not cheap.
No. Danny Wolf is making $2.8 million.
Shout out to Danny Wolf. Whose name I learned like 5 seconds ago.
He played at Michigan too.
Zaire Williams, he had a big day the other day, didn't he? I thought I heard his name mentioned on some stuff.
He seems like he's been in the league longer than he has.
Right, he's only 24, but it seems like he's been here like at least 15 years. But I don't think it's been that long.
He's only played for 2 teams. Because I remember when at the Grizzlies, I thought he had a stop in between Memphis and Brooklyn, but I guess not.
Yeah.
Anyway,
well, Brooklyn might have a flurry today. They may shock us. And Igor Demon, there may be a huge market for Igor Demon at this point. Like they may be like, we got to get this kid. He's 19. He's got a cool name. Let's get him. Let's take a risk.
I mean, Claxton is going to get a max contract.
Oh my God!
That's why he's in Brooklyn still.
We're going to end on that because that's pure madness right there. That is pure madness right there.
I ain't mad at him at all.
I ain't mad at him. Listen, not mad at him at all. But
again, Brooklyn held on to him so long that now they have to max it.
Brooklyn, what are you doing? Is the question. That is the question. Okay. Enjoy your weekend. It's going to be an incredible weekend. We will have a Super Bowl champion when we return. We will have a definitive ACC #1 team in the women's side when we return. And we will be headed toward the All-Star break when we return. We'll know where Giannis is going to be for the rest of the season.
And Ja.
And everybody else. So we'll have a lot to talk about next week. And well, I feel like Claxton, we kind of
know where he's going to be.
We kind of know. You know what? It would be just like Brooklyn, though, who their one great player, they'd be like, we ain't paying that dude. So trade it to the Wizards.
The Wizards are taking everybody's contracts.
Right. We'll take all contracts.
The Wizards are going to be in the second apron with nothing.
Right. For no reason whatsoever. There's no logical reason for them to be in the second apron. And yet, it feels inevitable. Because they've taken on 2 stupid contracts. Trae Young and AD.
Yeah, they're trending towards the second apron.
So you
and they're gonna have a first round draft pick.
On that note, God bless each and every one of you.
Thanks for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Right? Yes. Cue the whistle, man. Jesus.
My dreams come true.